BPod Studios.
Fred, hello. Hello. Human feces, urine, and debris. Ta-da. Hello. Yes. Hello. Jackpot. Hello. Hello.
I'm John Wallach on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hello.
How do you like that?
How humiliating.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy. This hour of our show is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more with FanDuel. You can watch us on Twitch at Twitch TV or the Twitch app. We're in the Town Fair Tire Studio, 617-779-0985. Big things on the way today, just big. And I got to be honest, life is not the way it was 20 years ago. I feel ill, and the reason is because I had a meal around 9 last night. And the idea that I had the meal at 9... it screwed with my sleep, and then I had like minor heartburn, but the heartburn that's like in your stomach, like not in it didn't go all the way up my esophagus, just sitting right here at the top of my stomach, and now I just feel awful, and it's from eating. I wasn't partying, wasn't doing anything cool. I just went out to eat with someone at like, we probably got there at 8:45. I probably left there at 10. And then from then on, and I was exhausted because I had 10 things I had to do yesterday, and now my body is just like, no, this is bad.
I can't. Well, number one, I know where you went, so if you got out of there by 10, I'd be impressed. Because
there was no one around when I left.
Okay,
all
right. Because that's not generally not a quick meal, nor should it be. It's something that should be savored and enjoyed. But I'm with you, Fred. Like the older I get, the more I find like it's not like I can't eat ghost peppers anymore. Oh, I can't drink a bottle of tequila like I used to. No, it turns out I can't have marinara sauce past 4 p.m. I can't have too much garlic. I can't eat ribs anymore. If I eat ribs, the last 2 times I've had ribs, like violent vomiting afterward. Oh. Something having to do with like the gristle of the pork or something. Like, okay, well, that's another thing I guess I just don't get to enjoy anymore.
Yeah, the thing with this was that I didn't eat during the show, and then after the show I got that sweet greens, and I ate that, and that was at like, say that was at 11:30.
Okay.
And then I didn't go out to eat. And then I had I had to coach my daughter's practice at 7. I had some stuff to do before that. And so I didn't get that. And then I ate at 8:30. And by the time 8:45, and by the time I ate, I was super hungry. So I ate like all this food.
Yeah.
And then I was satiated. But then as soon as I went to sleep, the wheels started turning. The sleep was very, very poor.
Did you have weird dreams? Was it like that episode of The Cosby Show where Phil ate the hoagie too late and dreamed that he was pregnant giving birth to a hoagie?
Oh, the dream ones were so good. Like the one where Rudy has the dream that she's in like Lollipop Land.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
Oh, it's such a good show.
That's right.
Only the better ones were when Claire sang.
Right.
And they gave her a full 22 minutes, just belt them out.
And they just let him do whatever he wants. I mean... unfortunately,
we get it.
Many walks, but that show, it's like, hey, I want to devote this one to, jazz legend Lena Horne.
That's right.
Well, what will this audience care about? Oh no, wait, we can't ask. It's your show.
They let him do whatever he wanted.
His father played fake trombone for an entire episode, if you remember. Because the whole thing was about him getting back together with his old jazz band.
But that jazz band was very real because it was a bunch of old guys in their 80s jazz dudes.
Yeah.
And he let it run. Like they went into that jazz club and they played for a good 10 minutes, but
nothing funny.
Nothing funny at all.
No plot line. Just old guys standing up on stage playing jazz.
No, when Claire sings it, Spellman is the greatest one because it starts with Hillman. Did she go to Spellman or Hillman? He went to Hillman.
I think that's where they met.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Fair enough. Who cares?
Whatever.
All right. So my bad then. I don't want to insult you, but they're like, remember, my tummy hurts.
Right.
So the episode starts with all of them in the living room of their home with suitcases, and they're like, we gotta go. There's about 3 minutes of like light joking about like who packed the most. Next scene, church.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And there is a solid 20 minutes of just Claire singing. Claire singing with the gospel choir, and it doesn't stop. It goes to commercial and comes back. There's no B plot. There's no anything. It's just her singing. Yeah, they really got ballsy, real ballsy. Like Lena Horne or Ella Fitzgerald or like it started with Stevie Wonder, but you were like, Stevie Wonder's a huge star, and all they did was jam it on the one.
Yeah,
there was some interaction with the cast.
Right.
You know, there was kind of a plot line there. There was interaction like, Theo, say something into this and I'll record it. That kind of thing. But no, this Lena Horne episode, the going back to Hellman and having Claire sing episode, just straight singing. And Cliff and Claire just sitting there watching.
That was on like 2 years ago while I happened to turn on my TV or whatever the hell it's on. Or One. It's on the One network.
Yep.
And I was taking pictures of it, and I put one up, and people were like, that's it. That's the one where she sings.
Unbelievable.
It's the one where she just gets it going the whole time.
Can you imagine trying to get away with that now? On any television, with so many options to watch. At least back then, you knew you were kind of trapped. There weren't as many options to turn the channel and go, okay, there's a better show over
he
here.
had
What
to
you
buy
say
the
at a
bar.
party? Jamming on the one.
Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one.
Stevie Wonder is rocking back and forth with a grin like you have never seen. He is having the time of his life. He's jamming that button. Yeah.
And what would you say at a party? Jamming on the one.
Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one.
So he had a Casio 64.
Yeah.
Which we all experimented with in our youth. You could buy one of those for about $50. And so I ate that food and then came home and I felt fine. And then as the sleeping took over, I would wake up. You said that I had bad dreams. No, but I would wake up in the position on my back with my legs crossed, like one foot down and my leg crossed over the other leg.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, like in this kind of position.
Oh.
Because that's I gotta pee, but I'm so tired that like I'm getting up to pee like kind of I'm still asleep. And then I'll wake up like having to pee, and I'll go like, "Wow, I've already started the process of getting up."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I think we all do this. You have dreams where you know that you have to pee. So then I have a dream where I get up and I go pee and I feel so much better now. And then I come back to bed. But the whole time it's just your mind playing tricks on you. And no, I'm not wetting the bed. It gives you like 5 minutes of solace where your brain tricks yourself into thinking you actually got up. Now you can go back to sleep. And then you kind of come around again. It's like, damn it, that was just a dream. I didn't get it. I still have to go.
Sometimes I am effective enough sleeping that I'll wake up and I'll look and I'll already packaged up the sheets and labeled them for eBay sale. Because I will have wet the sheets and found a buyer.
Right.
And then this is all while I'm half asleep. I'll sleep sell on eBay. Yeah, I'll wet the bed and then I'll go and I'll get on my message board and someone will go, yeah, it's $70, and I'll go, okay, and then I'll package it all up, and then it's out the door.
Plus shipping. You're not including shipping for his $70 soiled sheet set. And if you do, you and I got to talk pricing.
Well, if you think I'm only selling one, if that sheet is a whole, then you got another thing happening.
Section of sheet.
Yeah, it's a section of sheet.
It's
and
like a
also,
piece of a jersey.
Not only do I not include shipping, I do not include handling.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, I got to get to the post office.
That's right.
and that gas don't pay for itself.
Does your dog sleep with you in the bed?
No, my dog's terrible. It couldn't ever sleep with me in the bed.
Oh my God! Every once in a while. Last night was one of those nights where I said, "Okay, she went out early. She did her bit. She was so comfy, laying in bed watching TV. I'm like, okay, you can just sleep with us tonight." And it's not like she fights going into the crate. If I said, "Okay, let's go," she would jump down and we would go downstairs and she would get in her crate and she'd be fine, happy as a clam. That's her spot. So you just sleep with us tonight. That'd be nice. It sucks so bad. That dumb dog with her dumb dreams, her nightmares, and kicking and
yipping in her sleep. Yes,
you know what she's dreaming about?
Chasing rabbits. That's what it is.
Fred.
Yeah. Chasing rabbits. We're finding cat poo to eat.
Rabbit poo. Loves to eat the rabbit poo.
Oh,
sweet.
Probably dreaming about you playing with them in a park.
That's what it is, clearly.
They did. I told you I read in the Boston Globe. They're like Harvard, or it might have been New York Times. It was like a paper of record, and they had a story that was like MIT or Harvard or something have figured out that dogs dream about their owners. And I said, how you read their minds?
Yeah.
You have something that reads their minds? You have no idea. There's a limit to science, and you have hit that limit. You don't know what they're dreaming about. Well, their brain activity performs the same as when they're with their owners. Doesn't mean you can't. You don't know what those idiots are thinking. Right.
Somebody scammed someone out of some ungodly amount of money to conduct a research study.
Well, how about the people that made the floor, the twister board that the dogs step on that say words?
That's all BS too.
Oh, you think? Wait a second. You don't think that they really know how to talk?
But Fred, you saying that is going to piss people off because they're going to say, with the evidence at their disposal, which is Instagram reels, they're going to say, "What are you talking about? I've seen it."
The dogs know how to step on things, and they probably even know to step on one. And if they step on one, they get a treat. Yeah. But they don't. They're not having conversations. All right, listen.
I'm listening.
I just saw that who was filling in on the midday show yesterday.
Oh. There was
I
a lot
heard that Alacora banged in sick for the first day of spring training.
That's right.
And he's making me sick with his moves.
Matt said hi to you on the way in.
Hi, Fred. Can you believe Breslow are like, how low can you go?
They did do a fair amount of Red Sox talk yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Milliken was in his element.
Yeah, everyone has just had it. I don't think that they are going to even compete.
Do you think Cora was really sick for that first day of spring training, Matt?
Yeah, he probably had the I don't give a hoot flu.
What medicine should he have taken to feel better?
He probably should have taken some.
You got it. Come on.
Well, he probably should have gotten inoculated.
From
losing itis.
Okay, there it is.
I don't know. The whole team seems to come down with a big case of lame brain. Who's going to DH for this club? Bam Bam?
What? You got to let him.
He had a bat. Remember, swinging around, and pebbles would just be like, ouch.
Okay.
Anywho, Trevor's story. I have a story for you. It's your war.
It's a horror story.
It's a horror story.
Club.
This club. It's just a spring training, more like bring Pampers for a bunch of babies sucking their thumbs out there. They care more about the Penguins. And whatever F1 team they have.
What do you think about their foray into professional golf, Matt?
Foray, more like we stink. All right. What is coming up last night?
The Bruins stink, and I don't like them. I'm done watching.
They're playing a Saturday matinee you could go to. It's as simple as pie.
12:30. Early puck drop tomorrow.
If you were listening to any national sports talk from 6 o'clock until I got into work this morning, this woman from Iowa who set the career record that's all anyone was talking about.
Front of consciousness, Cailtin Clark. Really?
They were part of the interruption is Kornheiser and Wilborn, right?
Yes.
They were saying who are the greatest women basketball players of all time.
Oh boy.
Because this lady ain't won a title.
Well,
let's just put it that way.
That happened last night. The Bruins happened last night. Something happened with Klay Thompson and
Doc Rivers still sucks, by the way. That's something else we can add.
Oh, okay, good. And Tiger Woods. Now everyone really looking forward to that Genesis Invitational round 1. Whoops a daisy.
Genesis, more like Phil Fallins falling down the standings.
I mean, I'll take it.
You know what? Fort Myers has become a land of confusion.
I didn't think you could tie that together. That's pretty good.
You know, when you show me Craig Breslow, I go just say the word loser. That's a Phil Collins song more than Genesis. We'll be back. Load them up.
Yeah.
Load them up and I'll knock them down.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Country music has so many generous artists who always seem to jump in to help those in need. We're spotlighting 5 who lead by example and lend a helping hand to charitable causes. See who made our list when you text GIVE to 45911. Text GIVE to 45911 and read all about it right now on BackstageCountry.com.
Our team.
Dutcher and Hardy, the reviews are in.
I got to say, I don't want to talk about you. Give me about 5 minutes of my time.
Hear what he said. Now more of on the Sports Hub.
Did you catch a game last night?
Oh, Hardy, it is a Bruins kind of day. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't feel 100%. What happened with the Bruins?
Neither do I, by the way. And this started yesterday. I'm not sick. There's nothing going on other than I kind of have this deepness and resonance to my voice. Mm-hmm. Kind of, feel it in my chest. Can you hear it, Wallach?
Yes.
Can you hear it?
You sound super sexy.
How often, when you look at your TriNet,
you're very white,
which is the site that they, explain our benefits and they have our paychecks and everything on them. How much of it do you look at?
Not a lot.
Okay. Well, you would if you were me, because this is very exciting because I missed 5 weeks of work last March.
Right.
I finally earned a sick day.
Hey!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've hit the 8-hour mark. I've earned one sick day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
So
you.
if I ever get sick again and I miss a day of work for
You're
being
get
sick,
paid for it.
I'll get paid.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
I've accrued enough time to earn myself a sick day. So it's very exciting.
Good.
Thank you. Hardy's not here. This is his last show for a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there is something to the whole sickness on vacation. It's like, oh, I got sick on the airplane, and I was sick during break. And this is something I do believe, like your body, as you're getting ready for a vacation or trip, like your your defense mechanisms and your whatever you have built up will go into overdrive mode, to get you through the stressful preparing of the trip and getting the family ready and getting the house ready and everything you need to do. And once you leave, for I think most visits, like you're through security, you're on the plane, you get checked in the hotel, now you relax, and your body just kind of relaxes everything. And that is when you are more susceptible to infection. So people think they get sick on the plane. It's like, no. It's your body. When you're in a relaxed state, that's when everything relaxes and boom, all the stuff you've been fighting off attacks you. I think it may be happening early to me.
Because when I first started doing mornings in Atlanta, and then when we first moved to mornings in Boston, the same thing happened to me every vacation. Is that we would go on vacation, we would get, even if flu or not, we'd go on vacation, I'd get to the place that we were having vacation, and I would get into a fever where I would sleep for 24 hours because I was so exhausted, because I wasn't used to the schedule. I think that you're obviously feeling a lot more stress than John and I are because we just are so used to doing it, and this is new to you. So that might be what is happening. Your first day of vacation, it's not unpleasant because it's like your body just crashes. Like your mind finally allows your body to just crash.
Yeah.
And it's like if you can get your family to leave you alone. I think they're old enough to leave you alone now. Like just 24 hours, like you'll just get like 12, 15, 16, 24 hours of just, you'll spike, you'll get sweaty. And you'll just sleep. And then you wake up and you're fine.
Okay. Yeah,
but that was every vacation for like a year in Atlanta. I remember, too, because I went to Hilton Head with Stephanie, and that happened in Hilton Head. And then when I first started doing mornings in Boston, Milo was a baby, and we went with my parents to the Edgartown. And the first day I was on a couch or in bed just like sweating and sleeping. Yeah. And I actually liked it.
Remember dying Wallach? That was 2 days before vacation for me. And I also had pink eye a day before I left.
Yeah, but that's your lifestyle. That's because you were looking to make a nest in a field full of feces.
Right. Okay.
Between the voice and the pink eye and the disgusting tumor that you had to have bored out of your skull.
Yeah.
John.
Like some kind of rotten piece of wood. It's just gross.
John, you're a hero. Don't listen to Hardy. He's jealous of your story.
I think you're gross.
Thanks.
I don't think John. I think John, you're very brave.
I think you're incredibly well kept, especially this morning. You look fantastic.
Oh. Well, people, you know what people said about me? Nick made a video of me with no hat on, and people went, "You look like you just rolled out of bed."
Hey.
Burn. Well, I tell you what, David Pastrnak rolled out of bed yesterday. I've just freaking segue into the highlights.
Yeah, you
like
did.
Nobody's business.
Yeah, you did.
Said I'm going to get on the board first tonight.
McAvoy looks left, feeds right. Zaka, high cycle, center point, shoots to court, the same rebound. Pastrnak denied. They score! David Pastrnak stayed with it. First shot initially denied by Joey Daccord. He drives it home. His 34th. Bruins 1, Kraken nothing.
Yeah, well, all downhill from there. If you thought the Bruins were somehow going to get over the hump last night, you'd be wrong. And although I didn't think they looked as bad at times during that game, this is what I think is going on with this team right now when I watch them, Fred. Last year, they were the team that would, no matter how they were playing, they'd figure out a way to win. And he didn't worry about them because it was going to be a late couple of goals from either Pastrnak and Marchand. It was going to be someone stepping up defensively. It was going to be one of your goaltenders making 3 or 4 big saves in a row down the stretch, and they would figure out a way to win. This year, the style of play and the personnel isn't all that different. They're just not getting those breaks down the stretch, at least post-All-Star break here, and they are not finding ways to win. And last night, after they jumped out to that 1-0 lead, it was all Seattle after that.
Beniers left circle, shoots, he scores! He came across on a partial 2-on-1, and he picked the blocker side on Jeremy Swayman. He's got 3 points tonight. Kraken 3, Bruins 1.
Isn't it interesting that Billy Jaffe was in here and off the air? He was talking about how it was too long a homestand, and then combined with the All-Star break, they were home for too long. And Bob Beers is like a big proponent of that too, because I always be like, Bob, do you get sick of being on the road? He's like, no. Ever since I was a player, I love it. Like, I guess because you led to believe that these away games suck and like no one wants to be on the road and it's very difficult. And sure, they don't want to go like on a West Coast trip that's like 2 weeks, but they don't want to be home this long. Like, I guess these guys that it's too much. Like they're itching to get back on the road. It's where they get away from their families. Right. They feel like their job is to play hockey. I think we were all talking to Billy about this.
Yeah.
Like Billy was adamant, and this was on Wednesday or something. Like he was adamant that they had been in town for too long.
See, I thought they played better last night. Put it this way, the Bruins lost to Calgary 4-1 to start this road trip. They could not have played worse. That was one of the worst games they'd played all season. They lost 4-1 again last night, but they were better. I mean, you had Pasternak score early, but I think the Bruins hit 3 posts last night, and that goes back to what you were saying, Hardy, about the breaks.
They're just not it's puck luck. Some of it is puck luck, and I think last year we got lulled into a false sense of security by how good they were. Because they were getting some puck luck, and they were getting look, that record that they amassed during the regular season, you can chalk up maybe 4 or 5 games to being lucky. They were that good, but not so good that they could get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, considering I you know what, they're not playing well. They're not playing well right now, and Florida finally caught them for first place. But ultimately, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. Jesus. I care about how they play in April.
Oh.
You know, as long as they make the playoffs.
Well, we won't mention him again for the next 2 months, Wallach.
See, I knew you'd pout and go sit in the corner. That's not what I meant.
Okay.
Not what I meant at all. What I'm saying is, if this means, if them losing all these games now means they win a playoff series, it's fine with me.
Yeah, I agree. And their record in overtime doesn't. They have a horrible record in overtime, and that doesn't bother me.
I think they've lost 10 games after regulation already.
Yeah, so I don't mind that. That doesn't concern me because that's not how they play in the playoffs. So, whatever. I am sort of with John. They've just screwed their fan base in the playoffs. Just win a playoff series, and everyone will get excited again.
Yeah, It might take more than that. You might have to go more than one for everyone to.
All you got to do for me is one.
Yeah, considering all you got to do for me flamed out last year, one's just fine.
No, and
for you two, they can lose every other game the rest of the season. It's like, just wake me up in the playoffs. That's all I care about.
That's not something he'd say.
That's what you two said just now.
Yeah, but we don't talk like that.
Play the tape. I keep receipts.
If you woke me up the next time the Red Sox are in the playoffs, I'd be freaking Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, there you go.
This game is a final. The Boston native sparkled for the Seattle Kraken tonight. Joey DeCord stopped 37-38, and Matty Beniers.
They're all Boston
Matty
natives.
Beniers, Hingham, Joey DeCord, North Andover, you know?
Yeah, great. They were superstars. I can't hear enough about them.
Pasta was given the goalie his flowers.
No, he definitely came up big for them. There's no doubt, especially after the first goal. Maybe that's a little shaky for a goalie. I don't really know how they went in, but he bounced back and it was a good game for him. So definitely, we had plenty of opportunity to score, and we either didn't capitalize or he was there,
Yeah, after the first goal, I don't blame him on that first goal. That was a snipe. No one's stopping that one.
I think that was I think that you had a good attitude when you talked over there, Pasternak.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Does he want to play Monopoly?
Monopoly?
No, he wants
Let's
to play
the Monopoly.
He wants to play that horse game. What was that horse game he liked?
It was like horse Monopoly.
Monopoly was the horse game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just instead of trading businesses, you said, this horse is sick, you can have.
It was called Stallion Knocking.
Monopoly?
The horse.
What's it called? Stallion Knocking.
Can you forge enough hay so the horse does not die?
Yo, what's up, guys?
How long's the game go? Several weeks. Several weeks. It takes your mind off no bread. All right, we will go to the headlines. What are we going to talk about when we come back, Hardy? You got me all thinking about things now.
Well, now you should be thinking about the all-time scoring leader for Iowa women's basketball.
I think every time I close my eyes.
Well, you should be thinking about Tiger Woods, who is making his latest return to the links yesterday, and
did you hit him long and far?
You want to talk about people who are not all that concerned anymore? I'm not concerned if they lose that. I think it's about time we stop concerning ourselves with Tiger Woods coming back and playing in tournaments. I think we're at that point.
He was that bad. You're teasing. He was very bad.
I'm a Tiger guy in the eternal
From way
debate.
back.
Who's the GOAT? Is it Jack? Is it Tiger? Are you going to go all old school and say it's Bobby Jones? I say it's Tiger. I say Tiger's the greatest to ever play the game. I think it's time to maybe just think about it past tense now officially.
All right. Well, if you were going to line up the top 5, your Mount Rushmore of Perkins waitresses when we come back is what I want to hear.
I knew you'd go there. It's so base.
Well, it was her time of the month too. He did not care about that.
I don't care for your filth.
It's in the stories.
Okay, that doesn't mean that it has to be repeated.
I think I did it in a clever way.
Yeah, you did. I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Oh, you know what? It's the Red Sox time of the month. Losing time. They're hemorrhaging losses.
That's it.
Oh, it's my stars.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. Wondering who made our list of the top 5 all-time queens of country music? Did Carrie Underwood make the cut? Find out now when you text Queens to 45911 and scroll through the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Queens to 45911 to see the talented artists who rounded out our top 5 list.
Now, more Tuncher and Hardy on the Sports Hub.
This hour of Toucher and Hardy is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more with FanDuel. Hardy, what else happened yesterday?
That was it. We covered everything. So if you just want
only one thing happened.
If you just want to shut her down now, we can let this equipment cool down before Zoe and Beetle take over at 10.
Well, they're certainly going to heat it up right away again, so that might not be the worst idea.
Oh, I'm just joshing you, Fred. Cailtin Clark, this is something that we all knew was going to happen as Iowa was hosting Michigan yesterday, and she stood on the precipice of breaking the NCAA women's basketball scoring record on Thursday, and it didn't take her very long to do it.
Long rebound dug up by Gabby Marshall. Scoops a pass to Clark. Logo 3. Got it. 22.
I don't know who just ruined the call there.
Oh, wow.
Somebody done ruined
Someone saw a mouse. My God.
Long rebound dug up by Gabby Marshall. Scoops a pass to Clark. Logo 3. Got it.
I wonder if Gabby Marshall wears a big L on her sweaters, too.
I actually got that one.
There you go.
Wow. Right there with you, Fred.
Got it.
Because it was nice that she could come back from the brewery.
Yeah.
Right.
To at least attempt this.
And she didn't need to be at her Pop's Pizza place helping out for the night.
You know what's funny is I almost cut my hand open, biting my fist when she made it.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. The big ragu, he
turned your what you thought was appropriate for tough guys on its head.
Dancer.
I guess, and sometimes he would sing You'll never go from rags to riches. And then you do a handstand and kick the bad guy in the face.
Yeah.
Remember that episode?
You needed to get a handstand so his feet could get anywhere near a face.
I think that was one of those moments I remember my father walking through and like looking at the television going, Jesus Christ. And then walking out.
Yeah, just remember my father.
Only words spoke that day.
Yeah, my father, you'd hear, fum, fum, fum. Dad, Dave's over. God, F it. Ah. And that was the sound of him having to close his bathrobe.
He got it.
Whoa.
Yeah, she made it from the logo.
22 is now number 1.
That's fun.
Hey.
That's fun.
I see what he did.
Clark is the NCAA's all-time scoring leader in women's basketball history, fitting a logo 3.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that fitting?
I don't know.
She could shoot from anywhere, Fred.
But
but why is that fitting?
I mean, for all the accolades and for all the praise that she deserves, I do have to give her extra praise for because you'd think building up to that, it's been talked about so much. You finally hit that shot, and it's like, now I can finally relax. She did anything but relax for the rest of that half and the rest of the night.
In the paint, Celia with 12. A Fulter free throw line extended left. Clark comes off a screen, 3-pointer. Swish! Left to the top of the key. And there it is. 49 for Cailtin Clark. The single best scoring performance by an Iowa basketball player.
49 points last night for Cailtin Clark.
So she's not a big fan of passing the ball, I guess.
Yeah, 106-89 over the communists from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And women can be communists, too, just so you know.
Okay.
So that is
equal
opportunity. Not tough ones.
Sure.
No. She was happy about it after the game, understandably.
What does this record mean to you? You know, it's cool. It's cool to be in the same realm of a lot of really, really good players. I'm lucky to do it because I have really good teammates, really good coaches, and a great support system that surrounds me, but we need to play better defense.
Oh.
Can't you enjoy anything?
No,
Caitlin, come on, stay in the present.
She also said that after she hit the record-breaking number there, that she was kind of hoping her coach would call a timeout, but she did not. She had to get back and play defense. So include yourself in that, Caitlin. Glad you used the possessive pronoun we. We got to play better defense.
Maybe it should just be you. You need to play better defense.
She called out like 3 teammates, but so-and-so. But really? Lisa, Isabel, and Jacqueline, they all need to play better defense. Otherwise, I was pretty happy with the night.
I saw a game in 1920, and they called out Hildegard, Blanche,
Bertha.
and Bertha.
Bertha, a real popular name back in the day.
Yeah. But I have my baby's mama's sister's has a daughter named Mabel.
Oh yeah, it's the old names that are like
that are bad. Okay, that are not good.
Let's go over to golf here for a moment, as everyone who follows golf was very excited. Tiger Woods had teased this; he was going to be at the Genesis Invitational. It was still a tournament that he hosts, whatever that means. Never quite understood that, but he is one of the hosts of this tournament. Riviera Country Club, Pacific Palisades, California. And, you know, the course is set up, as many are, you know, this early on in the season, where your leaders are 7 under after the first round. That would be Patrick Cantlay, Cam Davis, Jason Day, Luke List. Not exactly a murderer's row. They're all at 6 under par. They fired a 65 in the open.
They're all in too deep.
Well, what did Tiger do as he was even on the day and approached...
what did he do last night? Last night.
As he was approaching the green on 18 with this shot.
Oh, hello. Guys? Yeah.
Hello.
Yep. Right away.
That's that invisible touch.
So they didn't want to say it to him in the post round, but they're like, I don't want to say the S word. Yeah. Shankopotamus. Yeah. Absolutely hosel rocketed one. Like, there's something that, again, this is why golf is the great equalizer. That is something that you would do, that I would do, that we would do. Right. You don't expect Tiger Woods to do it. No.
Oh, hello.
Guys?
Yeah.
That caught hosel.
Yep. Right away.
Yeah. And he ended up bogeying 18, and he is One over for the tournament and 8 strokes off the lead, and you can pretty much say so long.
Maybe he
any,
gets the
any thoughts
weekend.
of him coming back and winning this tournament?
Any chance for him to make the weekend and get that first tee time? He'll go off at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday.
I mean, at that point, I'm sure.
No, that's all for him.
Well, is that a Genesis song?
That's all? Yes, it is.
Just
when I thought it was going all right, I thought I was wrong.
What do you
I
think?
thought
He's
it was
going to come
right.
back out there and throw it all away?
It's always the same. It's just
throwing
the
it all away.
same. That's all.
Is that? See, I can't differentiate between Phil Collins and Genesis. The
No,
only
that's
Genesis.
all very popular Genesis.
Listen, the next time you say something to me, there's going to be no reply at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a misunderstanding.
The only one I can think of is Paper Late, and it's going to
Wow,
fall on deaf
that's
ears.
going back.
Is
Is that a Peter Gabriel weird one? Where
No.
he wear,
No,
wear a
that's
mask?
right after Gabriel left the band. They had paper.
D.O.B., can you pull up Paper Late?
Yeah.
Because
Is it psychedelic?
No, it's
No,
it's
it's
a
actually a good song.
freaking jam.
It is a good song.
That song thumps, as the kids say. That song slaps.
That's what the kids say.
Yeah,
Slaps.
it slaps. Paper Late. I used to have this. I think I had this on a single.
Whoa!
I used to play the crap out of this. It was a minor hit, but they tried to make it go.
You don't
of it.
remember That's All, huh?
I do remember.
Here we go.
Is this one of the videos where Phil Collins would grab like the horn and pretend to be playing? And
Oh
goof
no, that
around?
was. I remember that. I remember that one.
I'm a sucker for horns.
I like them too. I'm thinking about No Reply at All.
That's
the
it.
video with
That's right.
where they josh it up with the horns.
And you know, Mike Rutherford and Tony Banks are about to play the horn, and Phil's like, "No, no." He puts the arm out. Not yet.
No,
That's right.
no, they were losers.
You remember the big puppets in the Land of Confusion video?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Disturbing.
They taught me more about politics than I think I've ever learned.
They
before.
gave the puppets a
In a
prime time
classroom.
show. Yeah.
than any classroom.
I think
Mom,
it
Pa America.
I think it was from a British TV series, and
Yeah.
they reappropriated them for the music video.
yeah.
Like the life-size Ronald Reagan, Nancy Reagan. Yeah. Yes.
And then Phil Collins just said, "I'm going to buy everything ever in the Alamo until I have it all."
Did he
And
really?
Yeah, he bought he got into collecting the Alamo, and it got to the point where I think he had just about everything. And then he just gave it back to the Alamo. So that was nice. Like, for a moment, you collected everything involved in the Alamo, and now you have to go back to living your life some other way.
There's a finite amount
Yeah.
of Alamo memorabilia.
That's the problem.
You have it.
That's a good.
Yeah,
You got all of it.
Yeah, and it's all in like one area. Like it's not like you have to, travel the globe like doing archaeological digs. Like it happened at the Alamo.
It's all in one room. You walk in the room, you look at it and go, huh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take all of it, and then you got it in your house for a while, and you're like, you know what? I don't need this crap anymore.
Somebody will buy this. Sure.
Yeah.
By the way, one more thing last night. Golden State, we talked about this last week. Klay Thompson coming off the bench, and how is he going to respond? How is he going to, treat this role?
Back to the basket. Clay gets it from Kuminga, fires a three, hits another one! Oh, Klay Thompson, 7 of 11 from downtown. He's got 35.
Ew.
Jesus.
Flo from F and Alice is doing the game.
Oh, man.
35.
He's got 35 kisses, bread. Hey, he's stolen my howled gear.
Downtown, he's got 35.
Ew, God, these guys all suck. All right, Bert Breer is going to join us. Speaking of sucking, and he will talk to us.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I did it.
He can probably hear you.
I don't give a rat's tail.
Yeah, but he's in the car. He'll calm down before he gets in here.
Yeah, well, he better bring his A game because this is when it all counts. This is when the rubber meets the road. We'll be right back.